Rain hammered against the cafe windows as if the sky itself was grieving. Inside, a young woman sat alone in a wheelchair, her trembling hands clutching a crumpled letter that had just shattered the last pieces of her world. She was 7 months pregnant, her legs paralyzed from an accident that had ended her career as a police officer, and now the man who once promised to marry her had abandoned her with nothing but a cold message of rejection. Outside the door, a tired mechanic stepped in from the rain, unaware that the quiet moment he was walking into would change both of their lives forever. Before we continue this emotional story, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Grandma Dearie if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of humanity. Your support helps these stories reach hearts around the world. Her name was Sarah Collins. Just a year earlier, she had been a fearless police officer known for her bravery and determination. She had spent her days protecting strangers and chasing justice through the dangerous streets of the city. Her colleagues respected her fiancé admired her strength, and life seemed to be moving toward a beautiful future. But everything changed in a single night when a high-speed car chase ended in tragedy. The crash damaged her spine, leaving her permanently paralyzed. In one cruel moment, Sarah lost her ability to walk, her career, and slowly the love she thought would stand beside her forever. At first, her fiancé had promised to stay. He said they would face everything together. But as months passed and the reality of hospital bills, wheelchair ramps, and a baby on the way grew heavier, his promises faded into silence. The letter she now held in her hands explained everything in the coldest words possible. He was leaving. He said the life ahead of her was too complicated and that he needed freedom. Sarah felt as if the rain outside had poured straight into her heart. The cafe was quiet that afternoon, nearly empty because of the storm. Sarah sat by the window, staring at the blurry world outside while tears slid silently down her cheeks. She wondered how life could be so cruel. A woman who once protected others could not even protect her own future. Then the door opened. A man stepped inside, shaking the rain from his blue mechanic overalls. His name was Daniel Carter, a single father who ran a small auto repair shop a few blocks away. He had come into the cafe to escape the storm and grab a quick coffee before picking up his daughter from school. Life had not been easy for him either. After losing his wife years ago, Daniel had raised his little girl alone while working long hours under car hoods and greasy engines. He knew what loneliness felt like. As he walked toward the counter, his eyes briefly noticed the woman by the window. Something about her sadness made him pause. Her shoulders looked heavy with pain, and the letter in her hands trembled like it carried terrible news. Daniel was not the kind of man who ignored someone hurting. After ordering his coffee, he quietly walked over and asked if she needed help reaching the sugar on the table. It was a simple gesture, but in that small moment, Sarah felt something she had not felt in months: kindness without judgment. Days passed, but Daniel could not forget the woman in the wheelchair. The next time he saw her outside the cafe struggling to roll her chair through the wet sidewalk, he offered to help push her to the nearby bus stop. Sarah hesitated at first. Life had taught her that promises often disappear, but Daniel's calm voice and gentle patience slowly broke through her walls. Over the following weeks, their paths kept crossing. Sometimes Daniel helped carry her groceries. Sometimes Sarah visited his small garage while waiting for transportation. His daughter, Emma, quickly grew fond of Sarah's warm smile and the way she talked about courage and hope. Slowly, the empty silence in Sarah's life began to fill with laughter again. Daniel never treated Sarah like she was broken. He saw her strength, the same strength that once made her a brave police officer. He admired how she kept fighting every day for the baby growing inside her. And Sarah began to see something in Daniel too, a quiet hero who worked tirelessly to give his daughter a loving home. When the baby was finally born on a calm spring morning, Daniel was the one sitting beside Sarah in the hospital waiting room. He held her hand as she cried tears of fear and joy. In that moment, Sarah realized something powerful. Sometimes the people who leave our lives make space for the ones who truly belong in it. The years that followed were not perfect, but they were filled with warmth and resilience. Daniel built wheelchair ramps around his home and workshop. Emma proudly became a big sister figure to Sarah's little boy. The small family they created was not planned by fate, but it was stronger than anything Sarah had once imagined. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment right now to like, share, and support the video so more people can hear stories of hope like this. Your small action can spread a powerful message of kindness. And before the story ends, here is a special request. Comment the word hope if you believe that even after life's darkest storms, brighter days can still arrive. Because sometimes, the person who rescues us is not a hero in uniform or someone with great power. Sometimes, it is simply a tired mechanic walking in from the rain, carrying a heart big enough to change someone's life forever.